It's Monday, September 9th, 2024. NFL Week 1 just wrapped up. Really a terrible Week 1. Not fun at all. I think only 2 or 3 quarterbacks threw for over 250 yards. It was bad. And you got to question, is this how the NFL will be all year? Or is this just because nobody plays in the preseason and we basically just watched a preseason football week that counted as a real week of football? I don't know, man. I hope it gets better, but I will say week 2, I'm not touching it with the 10-foot pole, me personally, unless I can find angles on taking unders, which I think I can find angles on taking unders, so I might do that, but college football is going to be the money printer, and I'm going to use college football, and then I'm going to be selective with NFL. So heavy dose of college football, and then, your Tyreek Hills, your Tuas, your Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lambs. There's a couple of guys we can trust in the NFL, but man, most teams you just cannot touch. And it was a pretty shitty day, but I want to talk about the Bears, and I want to talk about the Bears in the Titans game, because not only did I have $31,000 on Bears to win more than 7.5 games, which they've won one game, by the way, so we're almost there. We're 1/8 of the way there, and we've got 16 games left. Just got to go, not even 500. We just got to win 7 of 16. We can do that, man. We can do that. But everybody was focused on the Bears' new quarterback, Caleb Williams, and I've said good things about Caleb. I want to go on record here with Caleb Williams. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback long term. I don't think he's somebody that you want to build a franchise around. I don't think he has the personality for the locker room, and I don't think he is the type of guy that can have a deep relationship with an offensive coordinator, with the head coach. You look at Andy Reid and Mahomes. You look at Belichick and Brady. You even look at the Rams when they won a Super Bowl, Coach McVay and Matthew Stafford. That marriage between a coach and his quarterback is so key. And it feels like, if you watch Hard Knocks, or if you just watch Caleb's interviews, that coach is babysitting Caleb. And it's a rookie quarterback, so the relationship's not as developed, of course. But I'm telling you right now, we could be 5 years, 10 years into Caleb's career. The fact that he paints his nails, it's detrimental. But I didn't bet on the Bears to win the Super Bowl. I didn't bet on the Bears to be a dynasty. I bet on them to win football games this year. And I specifically put another 10 grand on the Bears over the Titans because, one, the Titans quarterback, I cannot stand Will Levis. Not as a person. I actually like him. He hopped on a live stream once before he was in the NFL when he was a Kentucky quarterback, hopped on a live stream on Sports Betting Education. So I don't know if he's into gambling. Probably, if he was commenting on that stream. So I actually like him, the guy, but as a quarterback, I don't believe in him. And I did not expect him to do what he did with that pick 6, but man, that thing was fucking money, dude. So the big reason that I'm supporting the Bears and that I put the Bears into my $1 million parlay is that defense. I think it is Legion of Boom 2.0 level stuff, where Seattle basically made Russell Wilson look like a Hall of Fame quarterback the first 6 years of his career. And then, things came out. He went to Broncos, got exposed. Now he's making $50 million a year. The Legion of Boom has made Russell Wilson hundreds of millions of dollars. They were that good. And this Bears defense said, okay, our offense isn't scoring. Literally, the offense didn't score once. Keenan Allen did drop a touchdown pass. I do feel obligated to mention that. But the offense did not put points up, because when you drop a touchdown pass, it doesn't count. I'm just saying, it's not all Caleb's fault, okay? And it's kind of stuff that will be fixed as the season goes on. But that defense put up 24 points. The defense, the punt return team that blocked the punt, scooped and scored it. Am I tripping? I think there was a blocked punt, scoop and score. I might be tripping, man. But there were 2 defensive touchdowns. There was a scoop and score, and then there was a pick 6. And it's just fucking awesome, man. It's awesome to see a team win a football game that way. You should handle the Titans at home easily, but there's no easy win in the NFL. And For the Bears to put up 24 points, all with their defense and a kick return. Another 3 points came from a kick return. And Caleb Williams even took a sack that took him out of field goal range. So they would have had another field goal. So, look, man, I want to say I got lucky because I need some good luck. I need a turnaround. I've had such an unlucky weekend. So I want to say, hey, I got a little bit of luck. It's proof that I'm not cursed. But at the same time, man, defense and special teams is part of football. And the Bears dominated defense and special teams. And they even gave up a ridiculous muffed kickoff that gave the Titans 3 extra points. So they did have a fuck up in there. But look at this team, guys. And all I need is 9 wins. So all I need to do is go 8-16 here on out, right? So I need to go I do need to go 500. That's all I need to do is go 8-8. With a defense that good, with the running back, the receivers around Caleb Williams, I think they can grind out 8 more wins. I don't need them to do much more than that. I just need this defense to keep balling out. Love the defensive front. Love the pressure they were getting on Levis. I don't know why I called him Levi. Love the pressure they were getting on Levis. Love the secondary. I love that secondary. And they've got a couple linebackers that are just savages, man. They played the game old school Bears football, like Brian Urlacher running around the defense. So my reaction to that game, that's the best win I could have seen. The best win I could have seen. Yes, would I like to see Caleb ball out and the Bears win 48-3? That'd be cool. But what's going to happen is they're not going to be hungry to get better. This week at practice, the Bears have a tough matchup. Sunday Night Football against the Texans. They're going to have a strong desire to get better today. They're waking up today saying, hey, man, there's room for improvement. Keenan Allen, I got to catch that ball. The offensive line's got to make those blocks. They were dealing with a nightmare. The defensive tackles on the Titans are fucking legit, dude. They're legit. So I don't know if that's enough to actually sway football games, but man, they get in on a inexperienced quarterback. It's going to be a nightmare. And it was a nightmare for Caleb, but thankfully he didn't turn the ball over. Some of that was luck because he did get a lot of batted balls that went 20 feet in the air. Rome Odunze caught one of them. So overall, man, good football win. Utah won. Cam Rising's hand shouldn't be serious. That's a huge concern for me, is Cam Rising's hand. So we've got Utah winning. Utah's got a huge game in 2 weeks. So Utah's got to travel to Oklahoma State, Stillwater, Oklahoma, go win one. And I think Oklahoma State is the second best team in the Big 12. So to give them home field advantage, it's going to be an all-out war. Oklahoma State's a lot more experienced than this Utah team is too. This Utah team is still finding their groove playing with Cam Rising. And, Oklahoma State's been running this for a full year already with Alan Bowman. They just were the Big 12 champion runner-ups. And the team that beat them left the conference. So, huge game for Utah in 2 weeks. Miami is probably the team that I am the least concerned about. I think Miami and the New York Jets are locks to hit their numbers. So I need Miami to win the ACC. Team I'm most worried about in the ACC is Syracuse. I think Syracuse is freaking legit, man. Syracuse is a team that we're going to get a lot of exposure on in Prize Picks too, because they have a tight end, they have a receiver, and their quarterback, he threw for like 270 yards in the first half. So that's a good sign. That's good stuff to see that. And then the Jets tonight. We got Jets-Niners. I'm going to do a separate video on that when I get home. Just went to the gas station, got my White Monster to start the day. I'm going to give out a pick on that one. We'll see how that pick goes. But I'm probably looking to switch to bet against the spread in that game instead of these player props, man. You just cannot touch these NFL player props. Week 1 this year has been a disaster. So I like the Jets to steal this game in San Francisco, though. And if they don't, I don't need them to. I do not need the Jets to win tonight. So it's house money we're going into this game with tonight. And I want to get a win, though, man. I want to get a win with the Jets. And I want to see how that offensive line looks. I know the defense is going to do great, but how is this new offensive line going to handle a very solid defensive front from the Niners? So if the offensive line holds up against the Niners, we're getting to 11 wins. And keep in mind this, guys, the only reason I had to do 11 wins was because Florida State was doing so bad. It lowered the payout for Miami. So I either had to fork out an extra $8,000 or one extra win. And I chose to take one extra win with the Jets. So in my mind, I'm kind of thinking if we steal this win over the Niners here, that's my extra win. But man, Florida State screwed me last week losing that game. I was driving out to Louisiana when it was happening. But look, man, I'm pumped. I'm fired up. $31,000 to win $1 million. You know, good first week. We got through the games. We won all 3 of them. And I'm fired up. I wish I was recording my reaction to that pick 6 because it was one of the happiest moments. I mean, it was by far the happiest moment of my weekend, but it was a big moment, man. It was a big momentum shift for this bet, and now we're on track. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. You got to get through those dark days to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And trust me, man, when these 20 bangers start hitting, it's gonna feel real good. So we're going through some adversity early in the season, but we're gonna push through that. We're gonna get through it. And man, I can't wait for next Saturday. I can't wait to just bounce back and just get this shit on the right track. So see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have a good day, everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel.